Hey parents, thank you for reading the email and watching this video. I just want to take a few minutes to tell you about the opportunity to play soccer this year for your teenager. And we already have most of the schedule set right now. There's some couple fun things that we're planning. At the bottom of the email, you'll see that there's an open field on Saturday, July 25th from 3 to 5, and that is not a commitment whatsoever. Whoever shows up is not going to be expected to play on the team, but that is an opportunity for all of the young guys at the school to come out and have a good fun time. It's not going to be sprinting and lots of hard work. We're going to play lots of soccer games, and the goal is for the kids to come out and see that it might be fun to play soccer this year. A couple of the other things that we're doing is the Saturday after, first Saturday in August, what we'd like to do is paint the soccer field as a soccer team. Last year we didn't really get to paint the soccer field until right before the first game, and that was kind of difficult to help us get into game mode, really get game ready. And so we want to do that early, and the more hands that we have, the lighter the work. So that is something that I'd like to do. That is the second weekend. And then the third thing at the beginning of the year that we're going to try to do is one of the Friday nights before school starts, we'd like to have practice from 3 to 5, and then from 5 to 11, kind of just have a party and kind of kick off the soccer season party. We did this at the end of last year, and I'd like to do one at the beginning, and at the end, I'd like to do two of them and just get some pizza, get some soda, and eat and drink. Like, I don't want them to eat and drink the rest of the year, but basically just have some dodgeball, have some games, and no girls will be there, just be the soccer team. And my brother is helping coach this year, so we'll have a couple chaperones, and it'll be a fun time. And any of the guys can ask the team from last year. They enjoyed it. And so those are a couple things at the beginning of the year, and then obviously we'll have games on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I'm really excited about it. I truly believe that if we get a lot of the guys to come out and participate, that we'll have a good team this year. I think we can definitely be better than last year. And let me just say a couple more things before I'm done. We do have a calendar that we run all of our practices and games out of. And I mentioned in the email that you can subscribe to it. Even if you don't have an iPhone, you can subscribe to it. It's a little bit more complicated. If you'd like to subscribe to the calendar for the practices and games, and you don't have an iPhone, if you just reach out to me, you can get my phone number or email from any of the people at MCA. My phone number is 513-316-1080, and then my email is ryan.williamson@fbcm.org, First Baptist Church, Milford, fbcm.org. And so the calendar is really nice to have, to just pop open your phone and look at it and be able to see what times practice, because every now and then it does change depending on the schedule. And then one last thing before I close, I have purchased, and I mentioned this in the email, I've purchased a program called Beast Mode Soccer, and it truly is a really, really good program. We had a game 2 years ago where we played against a team that was so much better than us, and the coach asked me after the game, he's like, do you have any of your players running through like a program at all? I said, no, I don't really. And he turned me to this, and I've been through it. I've actually done all the drills myself, and it's really amazing. It'll get over 5,000 touches a day if you actually put the time into it. And I go into this in the email, but everything I do is for the boys, and everything I do for soccer is with a spiritual context. And I know that that's what MCA is all about. I know that's what our church is all about. And I don't want to teach the kids just how to play soccer. I want to teach the kids how to play soccer so that they learn life lessons that will help them when they're never going to play soccer again. And I never play in games anymore, but some of the things that I learned about how to respect authority that I don't agree with, how to take orders from, maybe a coach or a boss that I don't have the most respect for or agree with, how to work with a teammate maybe that I'm not used to, how to work as a team, how to be unselfish, how to do all of these different things. I really do think that soccer is a great way to teach these lessons to teenagers in a field where the consequences aren't really that great. If they lose the game, it's no big deal. But they can learn life lessons now so that they can apply them later when it really does matter. We did not win a game last year. I know that's something I probably shouldn't advertise, but my proudest moment was when we had one of our players. He was actually one of our captains. He was getting beat up and fouled and all sorts of stuff, and the ref wasn't calling anything. And some of the fans were yelling, and he turned around, and I could see it. He was just ready to yell at the ref and complain about not having the call. And he clenched his fists and he turned around and he just kept on playing. And I could see that in his mind, he wanted to just spout off to the ref and tell him what for, but he decided that wasn't the right thing to do, turned around and just kept on playing. And those are the types of lessons that carry over into life when we want to react a certain way in a meeting, or we want to react a certain way to someone, and we decide, you know what, that's not what's right, that's not what pleases God, and we decide we're just going to go about our business and keep working hard. So those are the types of things that I think are important as a soccer coach to emphasize to the kids. And you can ask any of the players last year. Maybe we didn't have the success we wanted, but we had a blast. We had a lot of fun. And I hope your teenager will come out to the open field on Saturday, July 25th, and maybe participate and decide that they want to play. Either way, we're looking forward to the school year, and we hope to see you soon.